Hey everyone, thanks for watching. So yesterday we left Aachen and drove through Luxembourg to the German border town of Trier. We'll spend the next few days here as there is plenty to see in Germany's oldest city. I've heard Trier called the Rome of the North, and with that moniker you'll be able to see Roman ruins and UNESCO World Heritage Sites. As far as Roman ruins, today in this video I'll explore the Porta Nigra. Tomorrow I'll head up to the Roman amphitheater. From there it will be Roman baths. First the imperial baths, which you can see both from above and from below. And then the barber baths, which are nestled right in a residential area of the city. We'll also spend an afternoon at the Rhineland Federal State Museum, which is an incredible place if you enjoy archaeology. There's so much to see in this building, including plenty of Roman gold coins. But for this video, let's head back to the Porta Nigra. This is part of the old Roman wall that surrounded the city. It was built in the late 2nd century, and what remains is still in remarkably good condition. It's right in town, so you won't miss it. My guess is this is often the first stop for most visitors to Trier. To save a bit on entrance fees, we purchased a Trier antique card at the tourist shop right next to the Porta Nigra. Along with other perks, this ticket allowed us entry into 4 Roman heritage sites in town, as well as admission to the Rhineland Federal State Museum. Depending on what card you choose, they will offer varying admissions to local sites. For information, visit the website or ask the staff at the tourist office when you arrive. You'll enter the Porta Nigra via the ground floor, which has the original wooden door from Roman times. The first room provides some brochures as well as a ticket counter where someone can answer questions you may have. Also on the ground floor is where Simeon, a monk, lived in the 11th century. We'll see the cell where he resided shortly, as we have to go up to the first floor, over to the east tower, and then head back down to the ground floor via the stairs on the opposite side of the building. There's still a great amount of detail in these ruins. You'll see reliefs set into the stone walls, and the second floor is light enough from the open windows to really look close at the remaining architecture. From here you can head over to the East Tower, which used to have an altar. This building was also used as a church at times during its history. There's a nice model recreation of what the Porta Nigra looked like when it was more intact and functioning as a church. Notice how the ground floor acted more like a basement as the surrounding earth was landscaped up and more level with the first floor, where I'm standing now. Below this part of the Porta Nigra is where Simeon lived. Let's head down and see. Simeon was born in Sicily and traveled widely, even visiting Jerusalem and at one point living in a cave near the Red Sea. He then asked if he could live in this room, what is now Simeon's cell, within the Porta Nigra. Think of the definition of the word cell in this context more as living quarters. He died in the year 1035. Returning to the first floor, let's head back to the east side of the building and make our way up to the second floor, which is part of the upper church. Here you can see more well-preserved reliefs on the wall. The Porta Nigra was quickly becoming one of my favorite Roman ruins that I visited. I tend to say that about every set of ruins I visit, but walking through this one allows you to really see how intact it still is, and with the help of your imagination, the brochure you receive at the entrance, and the models on display, you can see how this looked over the centuries. Heading to the west side of this floor, you'll find yourself in the chancel of the church. The final stop was the third floor, where there was another nice display of the entire town of Trier and how it would have looked walled in during Roman times. Here's where we are now. And here's the amphitheater we'll visit tomorrow. And here's a Roman bridge that crosses the Mosel River. The bridge is one of this town's several UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Trier was a long ways away from Rome, so for citizens who had a choice on where to live, it was smart to build up some of the amenities they were used to back home as enticement to move way up into this area of Europe. An amphitheater and baths are examples of these amenities to convince people to move up into a colder, remote area of the Roman Empire. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe as more videos from Germany's oldest town will be posting soon.